Hello, how are you all guys doing? Okay, so I'm back with another vlog. So this vlog is going to be the continuation of my previous vlog. So if you guys have not, watched my previous vlog, then please do check it out because this is going to be the, continuation and it will be easy for you guys to follow along. Okay, so let's get started. So to give you all a brief of what I've done in this particular session. So initially I had my PetPals chatbot use a vector database with a single data source. Okay, so it was a text file containing basic store information such as the pet products information and along with a few customer support information, right? So while the chatbot could answer questions based only on this context, the knowledge base was limited to a single source. So, to make the solution more realistic and closer to a production environment, I expanded the vector database to support multiple knowledge sources, right? So, that's how it happens in very big, large organizations. So, you will have multiple data sources connected, okay, to this vector database so that you get the most realistic, answers when the user, queries the LLM. So here I have integrated the PDF document containing the product information along with the MRPs. Okay, so all documents are processed, chunked, converted into embeddings and stored in the vector database. When a user submits the query, the system performs semantic search across all in-text sources and retrieves the most relevant information. So this context is then provided to the large language models through a retrieval-augmented generation, which is the RAG workflow, and it enables more accurate and comprehensive responses. And by moving from a single text source to multiple document sources, the chatbot now becomes more scalable, maintainable, and capable of delivering rich answers based on a broader knowledge base. Okay, so this is the context. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the code which I have, hosted in GitHub. And if you see, there are two files under data. So one is the sample.txt file, and the other one is the PetPal store catalog format. Okay, so this is the PDF file and this one is the text file. So initially I've used only the text file which was the single source for the chatbot, and now I've also integrated the PDF so that the LLMs could also use this as a data source and fetch the answers to the users. So the initial one was ingest.py. Yeah, so here I have my sample.txt, and the recent one which I've integrated is the ingest pdf.py. Okay, so petpal store catalog format.pdf. So this is the new file which I have integrated, and just to show you guys the new format. Yeah, so this is the PetPal store catalog. So this is the PDF file which I have integrated with the vector database. Okay, so this serves as an additional data source for the vector DB from which the LLMs can fetch relevant answers and provide it to the users. All right. So going back. Yeah, so that was it. And then, yeah, all the other files and the codes are pretty much similar to the ones which I've explained last time. So please do have a look so that you can follow along, right? So, yeah, you can check out my previous vlog and then you can, uh, you know, um, come here and check what changes I've made. So the main changes, one is this file which I've newly integrated. So this is the PDF file, and the other one is the in just pdf.py. So this is for the PDF integration. Okay, so I'm also splitting it, chunking it, and yes. So here is where I'm adding the PDF chunks, right? So yeah, and coming to the terminal, so let's do have a quick run and let's check this out. Okay, so I am exiting this. So I'm going to reload my application. So once I have reloaded, what happens is that if I come here, right? So this is the FastAPI default chat. Okay, so this is where you can come and test all your, application just to see if everything is working fine, right? So you don't have to, in fact, develop an application as such. So if you want to do a quick check to see if this is the outcome which you're expecting, you can just come here and you can type in the queries, and you are going to get the reply from the chatbot, from fetching it from the knowledge bases, right? So let's do one thing. Okay, so I am going to reset this and I'm going to ask a question to the chatbot. Give me all the available products. Give me all the available products in the PetPal store. Okay, so when I'm hitting execute, now it should give me all the products available in my PetPal store. Yeah, there it is. So what it says, the available products at PetPals are premium dog food, cat food, dog chew toy, interactive cat toy, pet bed, pet shampoo, dog leash, food bowl set. Okay, so now it's also giving me the price, right? So if I've where if I suppose if I would not have given this query, instead I just want to get the price of a specific item. So what do I do? Let's take the case of cat food. Okay, so give me the price of cat food. Give me the price of cat food. So it should give me the price of cat food alone now. It's giving me some error. Delimiter. What does it say? Okay, I've missed this curly braces. The give me the price of cat food. Okay, now it should give me the price of cat food. Yes, the price of cat food at PetPals is 999 rupees. Okay, so now let me check how many quantity of pet bed is available. How many quantity? Give me the available quantity. Give me the available quantity of pet bed. Okay, so all these are coming from the newly integrated PDF knowledge source, which I have integrated with the vector DB. I'm sorry, but the available quantity of the pet bed is not provided in the information, but the most accurate and up-to-date information you can reach out to petpalsonline@gmail.com. Okay, so this customer, support mail ID is coming from the first set of data source. Okay, so I remember the sample text file which I have integrated in my previous vlog. So this is coming from there. So what it does is that it compares all the data sources. It scans through the most relevant answers, and then it gives back to the LLM so that the users get the most relevant answers. So let's come maybe ask another question. Maybe with something which is not very relevant at all. Okay. Um give me the location of PetPals store. I think this is a relevant question. PetPals store. The location of PetPal store is in Bangalore. Okay. Uh, do you know how many customers? Do you know? Do you know the number of customers visiting PetPal store? Visiting PetPal's store in a day. No, the average number. Okay, let's give it as an average number. I don't remember if this was a virtual store or a brick and mortar store, but I'm sorry, but I don't have the specific information on the average number of customers. Okay, it's as simple as that. If it doesn't know the answer, it's not hallucinating or something. It's just, saying that I'm sorry, I do not have that information. So, which is pretty much fair, right? It's not, deviating you or giving you some wrong answers in this case. So that's absolutely fine. Any other questions that we can check? Okay, maybe. Um, what's the currency? What's the currency of the PetPals product? What's the currency in which the PetPals product is stored? See, in which the PetPals product is stored. Should give me INR actually. Let's see. Wow, nice. The currency used for PetPals products is Indian rupees, INR. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I think that's about it then. It's going to be a pretty short vlog because I just want to show you guys that you can, integrate n number of, data resources with to the vector database so that the LLMs could fetch, the most accurate ones and display it to the users, right? So this is pretty cool, right? So if you want, you can even connect to live data sources and databases, Google Sheets, Excel files, and etc. Right? So yeah, and I think the commands and everything I've showed you guys earlier, so you guys should be clear about that. So yes, think that's pretty much it then. Let's conclude the session for today, and I will see you guys back in my next vlog. So, in my next vlog, I am trying to build an application using Emergent. Okay, so that's a completely a new session which I'll be, taking you guys through. So, I have already built it, but yeah, I am yet to, do some more tweaks to the application because it is not functioning as expected, so I'll have to do some kind of fixes to the app, and I will be soon back with the vlog. Okay, so stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed my vlog, and if you guys enjoyed my vlog, please do like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so till then, you guys take care and see you. Bye bye.